Hello, everyone. Welcome. My name is Raul Melendez, and this is MPA580 Legal and Ethical Issues in the Public Sector. Today, I will be going over key ethical theories and how they help refine our sense of duty in public administration, followed by an application to public administration. I will then discuss the role of virtue theory in public service, and conclude with key points on ethical decision making. There are several key ethical theories that help guide decision making in public administration. For example, natural law, developed by Thomas Aquinas, which focuses on the idea that law should reflect what is morally right and grounded on universal principles. Another ethical theory consisting of Kant's categorical imperative in being centered on duty and doing what is right regardless of the outcome. Utilitarianism, developed by Jeremy Bentham and John Stuart Mill, focusing on outcomes and choosing actions that create the greatest good for the greater number. And lastly, Hobbes' contractarianism is based on the idea that people agree to follow rules in order to maintain order in society. To apply these theories, consider a public administration decision such as allocating limited behavioral health resources. From a utilitarian perspective, the goal would be to support programs that help the greatest number of people. From a Kenshin perspective, the focus would be on fairness and ensuring that all individuals are treated equally, even if the outcome is not the most efficient. Even if a decision is legal, it does not always mean that it is ethical. So administrators must think beyond simply following rules. Based on my experience working in corrections and behavioral health, I have observed how these decisions directly impact vulnerable populations. In those roles, I have seen how access to services, the timing of interventions, and resource limitations can significantly influence outcomes, which highlights the need to balance outcomes, fairness, and duty in real world decision making. This directly connects to ethical frameworks discussed in this presentation and reinforces the importance of developing a strong sense of duty in public administration. In regards to virtue theory, based on Aristotle's and discussed in Svara's framework of administrative ethics, focuses on the character of the individual rather than just rules or outcomes. In public administration, this is especially important because not every situation is clearly defined by policy. Public administrators must rely on their integrity and moral judgment when making decisions. In my experience in community health and behavioral health settings, building trust building trust and acting with integrity have been essential when working with individuals and families. Therefore, I believe virtual theory clearly applies because it helps shape a strong sense of duty and responsibility in public service. In conclusion, ethical decision making in public administration requires balancing principles, consequences, and virtue. According to our course textbook, Svara, these components form the ethics triangle with duty at the center guiding the action of public servants. Public administrators must go beyond simply following the law and instead consider fairness, outcomes, and their own character when making decisions. This approach reinforces the responsibility to serve as public interest with integrity and accountability. Ultimately, a refined sense of duty strengthens ethical leadership and supports responsible, effective, and trustworthy public service. Here is the reference utilized for this presentation. Thank you so much for watching.